Hello, Aloha Fridays, and it's my favorite day of the week. Let's get our cocktail on. So today's cocktail is actually a challenge cocktail. I was challenged by somebody who I dearly love to come up with a healthy cocktail. Now I had to think about that a little bit. In fact, I actually had to do some research. I figured it was going to be a wine-based cocktail. I mean, we're always told how wine is so healthy for us, but actually, after doing a good bit of reading, I found out that tequila is the healthiest alcohol out there. First of all, it has low sugar content, and it also has agave in it, which, you know, that's a magical thing. So apparently, tequila is our healthiest option, so that's what we're going to use as our base. Also, the person who challenged me to do this cocktail, her name is Rehy, which is short for Reyhaneh. Now, Reyhaneh in Farsi means basil. So, let's make this a tequila basil drink, and for good measure, I'll throw in some tomatoes too. So the way we're going to start off this cocktail is, because I'm not using a shaker like I normally do, today we're going to be mixing it up in a separate glass and then decanting that off into our final glass, because our final glass needs a little bit of preparation. So let's prep our final glass first, and then we'll do the cocktail itself. So I have the glass here. I've got just a nice glass. I've got a little bit of water around the rim. I've got some cracked black pepper here. Some cracked black pepper. And I'm going to rim it. I'm going to rim that. You can see I got a nice amount of black pepper around the rim. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of salt. Now I'm not using kosher salt like I usually do, because kosher salt would knock the pepper off. So I want a combination of black pepper and salt. So that's why I'm using regular small grain salt. So we have our glass prepared. We're going to sit our glass off to the side. That's going to be our final glass. So let's get the cocktail portion actually going. So this is going to be a muddled cocktail. And as I said, I'm going to call it a Muddled Rehy. Or how about a Muddled Reyhaneh? We'll do it that way. How's that? So first of all, I'm going to take two things. I've got some basil here that I've cut up. I've got it shredded up. I'm going to put that into the glass. And I am going to take my muddler, and I'm going to muddle it just a bit. Just get it a little bit broken up. So I got that just a little bit broken up, so that way when we add the alcohol into it, it's going to release the basil flavor. I'm going to start with my tequila. I'm going to take 2 ounces of my tequila into my glass. And I'm going to muddle it just a little bit more, probably. Just a little bit more. I'm also going to take about 3 cherry tomatoes. You can see these here. 3 cherry tomatoes. I'm going to add them into my glass. I want you to be able to see this. I'm going to muddle them slightly. I'm not going to be crushing them down to a pulp, but just enough to kind of break them open, get those tomato juices going a little bit. There we go. So there we go. Now I've got, oops, dropping things already. I've got some lemon and I've got some lime here. Some lemon and some lime juice. I've already, to save time, I've already squeezed them and I've got them going. So I've got 1 ounce of lemon juice and 1 ounce of lime juice. I put those in. Why one of each? I mean, after all, they're kind of the same thing. They often taste pretty similar, but heck, we're making this as gardeny as we can. So we got that going. We can stir it up just a little bit. And we're going to pour it into our final glass here. Now, there we go. Get that last bit. What we're also going to do now is we're going to top it off with some sparkling water. Now, originally I tried it with Perrier. Perrier does a nice job for it, but what I actually liked afterwards, and you can still use Perrier, it's the easier sparkle water, or just sparkling water in general. But I actually tried it with some San Pellegrino, because I do like San Pellegrino, but this is their tangerine strawberry, and it just adds a nice little flavor to it. So we're going to add that in. We're going to top it off with a bit of this. Gives a nice effervescence to it. Probably, all in all, that's about 4 or 5 ounces. And also, I have my Lewis bag here. Now, a Lewis bag is basically a canvas bag that you can use to crush ice. And why am I crushing ice in a Lewis bag? It's basically because my ice maker is broken at the moment. It's not crushing, so I have to use a Lewis bag. So you take a nice Lewis bag here, and it's the classy cocktail thing to do. You take the Lewis bag, you crush it, and you pour the ice right in on top. Because I just think this cocktail works a little bit better with crushed ice. Fill it up nice. Yeah, there you go. And there you go. Look at this cocktail. I mean, I love how colorful it looks with the cherry tomatoes in it. It's just a nice, fun cocktail, and actually it's quite tasty. So enjoy your Muddled Rehy. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again next Friday. Cheers. I'm going out to the garden and pick some more Rehy. Cheers. Oh, but wait, we're not done yet. I have a surprise ingredient to add into this cocktail. Habanero hot sauce. It works very nice in this cocktail. Gives it just a little bit of a kick. I have to add it in. So, enjoy. Just a dab or two is all you need. And there you go. Enjoy your muddled, spicy Rehy. See you next week.